Hello and welcome. This is MULTICARD KENO 20 card. This is a system I came up with. It's called 4+5. That will be explained here in a moment. My name is Special K, Cody with a K. I do like to come up with different systematic systems that will beat the probabilities of KENO. I've also worked on a few with roulette. If you check out my page, subscribe, you'll see multiple videos that I have been putting up to help others win at the casino. So there have been a lot of people that have had success. Don't really get any horror stories or anything like that. So if you're interested, take a look, watch, and learn, and try this on your spare time. You can always practice this. As you can see, I'm at videopoker.com, where I'm going to show you the ropes of how this system 4+5 works. So let's get into it. As you can see, I have 10,000 credits at the bottom of the screen. 10,000 credits is at nickels would be $500. So for $500 in nickels, this is what you would do. I have a payout sheet right here, and it shows at the top here 10,000 units. That's what I'm starting out with, is $500. My goal is to get 75 5 spots. All right, 75 5 spots obviously pays $3,600 if the payout is $838. Now, most casinos, the payout is $804. So if we change that, 75 5 spots is only going to be worth $34.74, which is still good enough for me. If you're looking to just make $1,000, break a little over $1,000 or whatever, then this is your range of where you want to get to. 20,000. I'm sorry, that's to make $500. 30,000 right here would be with 49 left. So looking at 26 5 spots is what you're looking at. All right, over here you notice that there's a negatives. I mean, they're not negatives, but basically starting out at 10,000 units, if you go down, and you start dropping credits, then once you reach about 5,000, I'd say 5,000 is pretty fair. That's half your units. You're going to go ahead and bump it up to double the bet until you get the hit. Other than that, you're always going to stay on 1 unit. And I'll show you why, because 1 unit definitely does pay off. Let's go ahead and get back in the game here and set things up. So to set this up, you can do it really any way you want. The best way I like to do it is keep my 20 numbers on one side and my 4 numbers on the other. So I'm going to do my 4 numbers on top, and I'm going to do my 20 numbers on the bottom. So we're going to start with show all cards. We're going to bet all cards. So we have 20 bets. 20 units going out. We're going to start with A, B, C, D, so on and so forth. And you notice that I'm putting all of them on the same exact numbers. This is exactly what you want to do. You're making a 4 spot. Hence why this is called 4+5. All right, now I want to show all cards to make sure everything has a 4 down there, and it does. Now I'm going to go to back to my A, and we'll say we'll do 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, and I'm changing each one, and I'm putting one number on each, 1 letter on each number. So at the end, it's going to show me the entire alphabet A through T down in my bottom squares. Whoops, messed up somewhere. K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, and T. So if you show all cards now, you can see, like I was saying, you got your 4 spot up at the top. You got A through T down at the bottom, covering 20 squares. So from here, we're going to go ahead and start betting. It's 20 units per spin. We do not raise the 20 units unless we get dropped down to 5,000 credits. So as you can see right there, just a dab of what could happen here. We got 3 out of 4 at the top, and then we hit 5 letters at the bottom, giving us 4 out of 5s. Giving us a little bit of a profit, $4.50, not what we're looking for, but any profit is profit, of course. There's 3. Oh, just missed it. There's 3 and miss again. The reason why I like this 4+5 system is it is a quick way to build your money. Probably one of the fastest ways I've come up with. Majority of the time you're looking at probably getting at least 4 of the 20 numbers at the bottom. There have been times that I've gotten 7, 8, 9, which have been really good payouts. There's 2, 4, 6, 8 right there. If it would have hit all 4 at the top. Of course it didn't, but Just like any Keno game, though, I mean, a little bit of a win is a little bit of a win, and it's going to build you up. And as long as you stick to pretty much one unit, and if you drop down to 5,000 credits, like I said, you double your bet till you get back over 5,000 credits. Then you're going to sustain your money, and you're going to continue to build money as it goes, because eventually this 4 spot will hit, and once this 4 spot hits, you'll move it to another, and another, and another, and so on and so forth. I think I change it 5 times before I put it back to the original pattern, but I move the original pattern over, which after I get the hit, I'll show you what I'm talking about. For those of you that don't have a big bankroll, oh wait, all right. For those of you that might not have a $500 bankroll, maybe $100 or $300 or whatever, if you have $100, you can do this with the 2+1, which is basically a 2 spot. All 20 cards have a 2 spot, and then you do 20 numbers at the bottom. Meaning that every time your 2 spot hits, you're going to get multiple 3 spots with it. If you got about $300, if you wanted, you can do 3+4, giving you your 3 spot at the top and your 20 numbers at the bottom, and giving you multiple 4 spots. Those don't pay out very well, so I don't generally play them. 6 spots, 7 spots, 8 spots, they're too iffy for me, so I don't mess around with them as much. So it's totally up to you, depending on your bankroll and everything. You generally want to have 10 times whatever the payout is. So like the payout for a 5 spot is $804, which is $40.20. So you want to have at least like $400 to do this system correctly. If you're going to do 7 spots, 5 spots, 5+6, the payout's going to be different, of course. And whatever the payout is at your machine, then you want to have at least 10 times the amount as a bankroll. And when you get up to like seven numbers, like 6+7, the payout on that is $350 per hit. So obviously $350, you want to have $3,500 as your initial bankroll if you're going to mess around with that. So to keep it simple, I do 4 plus 5. It's 4 sets at the top, like you can see. We've almost hit a couple of them. We're going down a little bit. It's fine. Haven't got that initial hit just yet, but it is coming. So just sit back and watch. giving us five spots. I'm down about $60 right now. Almost got 6. We're down about $70 right now. Usually it doesn't take this long to get a hit, but of course there are those machines that do take forever before you get your initial hit. There it is. So as you can see, we got our 4 spot at the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 spots out of that, and of course the remainder 15 cards got 4 out of 5s. So that gave us a win of 4,385 credits. That's $215 basically, roughly. Puts our credits up to 12,670. So I'm not going to make this video very long. I just wanted to show you that it does work and how it works. But what I'm going to do real quick is, like I said, every time you do win, you want to change your 4 spot. You'll keep your 20 numbers at the bottom the same. So what I generally do is I'll hit bet all cards again, and then I'll change for the first change. I'll change to that set right there. For the second change, I'll change to that set right there. For the third change, I'll change to that set right there. And then after I've hit that fourth one, I'll start over, but I'll move them over. So then they'll go to the second column, the 2, 12, 22, and the 3. And then I'll move that over. Then I'll move those down, and then I'll move those over, and so on and so forth. Oops, sorry. Like that, that. And you'll do that for all 20 cards. You don't do it just for... So we were on that right there. My next move is going to be there, so I'm going to change my B's. C, D, E, and I'm changing all the cards, just the 4 spots. I'm not changing the numbers at the bottom. They all stay the same. It's always important to check your cards afterwards. Make sure you have all 5 marked. Make sure there's all stars up at the top for your 4 spot, meaning that you got everything marked correctly. And from there, you just keep playing. Again, you stay at 1 unit. You don't ever change 1 unit unless you drop down to 5,000 credits. So you can be at 15,000 credits. You can be at 20,000 credits, but there's no need to ever raise your bet. Stick to one thing, make one goal for the day, whether it be $1,000 profit, $1,500 profit, $2,000 profit, whatever it might be. Stick to it with that machine. And then once you make that profit, say you started with 500 and you made 2,000 profits, and now you're at 2,500. Then you can go to another machine. I mean, you're going to do what you're going to do, but my suggestion would be make 2,500, then go to another machine and do the same thing, but play it on dimes. After you get to maybe 10,000 or 15,000, go to quarters. And just set yourself goals. So every time you reach that certain goal that you want to go to each raise point, then that's when you would go to those raise points. Keep in mind, once you get to dimes and quarters, you're definitely possible, especially quarters, but when you go to dimes, there's definitely potential for hand pays. And then quarters, you'll definitely get hand pays. 50 cents hand pays for sure. Dollars, $2. You can play this at any level you want to play it. Just realize that you're going to have multiple hand pays every time you do. So hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, like the page and subscribe to my channel or whatever, and you'll see more videos for Keno here coming out soon. All right, thank you.